So bad on Sunday. I was team ready for 6.
I'm ready. Okay, welcome everybody to the town board meeting of May 25th, 2021. Town clerk on a roll call.
Councilman Dennis Troy.
Not here.
Councilman Tom Newman.
Here.
Councilman Paul Valentine.
Here.
Councilman Jerry Butari.
Here.
Supervisor Teresa Kenny.
Here. Okay, now we're going to have Paul say the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, do we have some announcements? We're going to be having a special town board meeting virtually on Wednesday, June 2nd from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. It's going to be presentations from the potential developers for the H&A Palisades property. There are details on our website, and if you have any questions, you could always call the town, and we'll help you out there. So that's going to be June 2nd.
Teresa, that's just the 3 that were selected.
That's just the 3, the 3 that we narrowed it down to, right? Next, we have a presentation. Is Jane here? She's hiding. She doesn't want her presentation. Okay. She did tell me not to give it to her, so I guess maybe she wants to. Now I know why she told me. Okay. So it's Building Safety Month for May 2021, and we have a certificate that we're going to hand deliver to Jane Slater, but we'll make sure she gets it. Okay. So we're going to go into the workshop of the agenda items. Number 3 is a public hearing regarding a proposed local law amending the Chapter 39. This is making the stop sign, the controversial stop sign permanent up at the top of Orangewood Road.
Orangewood Road.
Who knew that stop signs could be controversial? I learned. Anyway, so that's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. And then there's actually the law there. 7, we have appointing Joseph O'Loughlin to the member of the Blue Hill Golf Course Committee. We have 8 and 9 are people to the Environmental Committee. We have Eve Millard and Susan O'Reilly, who've already actually started attending. 10, we have, this is a new item. This is the public hearing, setting it for June 22nd regarding the opting out of the sale of adult use cannabis, marijuana retail dispensers. So I don't know if anyone wants to ask about it now. You want to wait till?
Yeah, we can discuss at the public hearing, but generally speaking, as you know, the law in the state was recently changed to legalize marijuana and authorize retail dispensaries and on-site consumption premises. For this year only, a local municipality can opt out of permitting the establishment of retail dispensary licenses and on-site consumption premises. If a local municipality does not do it in 2021, it can never be done. So, in speaking, again, this just got enacted, and so in speaking with, other attorneys who were, throughout the state really on what's going on, the fallback generally is to go forward with the legislation and see what develops. You can always repeal the law if you decide to have them. But if you don't do it in 2021, you can never do it, and it's just subject to zoning. So because there's so many questions at this point, my recommendation is at least to entertain it, have a public hearing, and the board can decide what it wants to do. And again, if it passes the law and the board decides to undo it, if you will, it can be repealed. But it is important to get it going now because of timeframes. It's subject to permissive referendum. So that's why the public hearing is set for June 22nd. Again, it's just for those dispensaries, and there's, the state established a cannabis control board, which I would say is the equivalent of the SLA, the State Liquor Authority for alcohol. So that board is the one that issues licenses, so it's a request to that board not to issue such licenses in the municipality, and it only applies to the unincorporated portions of the town of Orangetown. The villages, it's up to them how they want to proceed. So.
Okay, thank you. 11 is set a public hearing for July 13th regarding performance standards. Again, I know I spoke to you about this. I don't know if...
Again, that's, performance standards is something we've been addressing quite a bit. I know, it's lengthy. The board has it, and again, I guess we'll address it more at the public hearing. But it kind of centralizes things. Right now, performance standards are addressed by the Zoning Board of Appeals, and what we're proposing would be to establish more of an industrial use committee consisting of the building inspector, engineers at DEME, and so that typically the Zoning Board of Appeals relies on the experts in any event.
Yeah.
So I think it makes it a little easier process, if you will, for applicants and the public really to understand what's going on. So.
Yeah, I've always kind of thought it was strange they went to the ZBA, but anyway. So that's 11 and 12. 13 is accepting the petition for the reserve at Pearl River. That's the presentation we had, I guess, at the last meeting. So we basically, this is just accepting it, and I believe...
Set the public hearing.
Setting the public... Now, this, the first 13, we're accepting it, and I guess we're sending it out, right?
Correct, and then and establishing secret, and then setting the public hearing, and just one correction, and then I'll try not to talk anymore. Everywhere it's referenced Veterans Memorial Parkway should be Veterans Memorial Drive throughout the agenda there,
Okay.
Rosanna. That was,
I see.
our error.
Okay.
And also in 14, everywhere it's Veterans Memorial Drive, not Parkway, and not Veterans Parkway.
Aha, now we see what happened. It went from Veterans Parkway to, okay. Okay, so 14, then setting the public hearing date. And then 15, we have surplus of some equipment. There's a list. I don't know if we have it, but it's on the backup. 16 is approving and authorizing the town attorney to sign a settlement for a tax certiorari with Dominic Pilla. That's not... Total refund by the town is $176. 17 is the approval of certificate of sewer registrations. 18 is approve the partial release of a Maloney subdivision cash bond. 19, approve the supervisor to sign and execute a restrictive covenant for 800 Bradley Hill Road in Blauvelt. 20 is approving lend assistance for the 2021 Tapan Memorial Day ceremony on May 31st, Memorial Day. 21, approve the material purchase and change order Homes for Heroes Green Infrastructure Project. 22, accept, and 23, both memorial benches. 22 is accept a bench for Veterans Memorial Park in loving memory of Winifred Duffy. And then the next one is for at Blue Hill Golf Course in memory of John Hickey. 'Tis great to be out here. 24, award the bid for the day camp busing to Chestnut Ridge Transportation. 25, award the bid for the annual roof maintenance and repair to Hayden Building Maintenance. 26 is approval and assistance to the Solace 5K walk. I don't know who's going to be there, but it starts at 4:30 in the morning. I did it 2 years ago. It starts at the GAA at, what, starts at 4:30, right, or 5?
5 o'clock.
You have to get there at 4:30.
Where do you go to?
Last year, we ran to OMM.
GAA out to Old Garden Road,
OMM.
oh, and then 3 times in it.
No, you don't.
Go to bed.
You go to bed.
It's actually very nice. It's actually very nice. The hardest part is getting up. Yeah, it's the sunrise.
Darkness into light.
Yeah, we did it 2 years ago. It was actually very nice. So, 27, approval and assistance for the, to the Spark Hill Memorial Day Parade. Different people, again, from Memorial Day. 28, approval and assistance to the 2021 Palisades Memorial Day Parade. So it's pretty cool. Well, we're having at least 3 parades. We saw that Clarkstown's not having any parades, right? That's what,
Sparkville, Aurora, what else?
Sparkill, Palisades, and Tapan. Are they all doing parades? And Pearl River, wow. But didn't somebody say Tapan's not doing the parade? Is Tapan doing the parade, do you know?
I thought there were.
Okay. I know, I thought somebody said they weren't doing it, but anyway, we have some options. Okay, then we have the audit, and then we are going to go into executive session on 2 things. We have personnel matters and the proposed acquisition, sale, lease of real property when it might affect the value, so. Okay, so, can I get a motion to open the public comment?
Motion to open public comment.
Tom Divany, move. Paul Valentine, all in favor? Aye. So nobody signed up, which is a rare thing. So anybody else, anybody here that didn't sign up want to say anything? Oh, Jane, you tried to avoid it. Come on up. You tried to sneak in. Okay, so we did a couple the other night. We wanted you to have your own night. So you were the only one getting a proclamation tonight. So anyway, it's basically proclamation for Building Safety Month. I think the guys and girls in your department do a fantastic job, so I think they deserve this, and they deserve to have it framed and put up on their wall. But so I want to thank you. I'm not going to read it because it's rather lengthy, but I will pass it over to you. Thank you. Okay. Nobody wants to speak? Going once? Going twice? Any motion to close?
Motion to close. Second.
Jerry, second. All in favor? Aye. Okay, so the first one to open the public hearing for the stop sign. Can I get a motion?
I make a motion.
Paul Valentine, second.
Second.
Tom Divany, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so at the affidavit of public posting and publication, anybody want to speak on the public hearing on the stop sign? Carmel, you want to say that you don't like that stop sign?
I oppose.
I agree with you, Carl.
Okay, no, nobody else?
In the
Maybe you
winter,
could
it's
tell
gonna
us
be
why
tough.
why it was put, like, who requested it, just a little background, or if that had nothing to do with the stop sign?
Yeah, okay. It went to the Traffic Advisory Board.
From me.
I'm not sure how, why. Although over the years, we've had a number of people ask why there was not a stop sign there. There was, many, many years ago, there was a stop sign there, and one of the reasons they removed it was because the red and tan buses in the wintertime couldn't make, if they stopped, they would lose traction and wind up sideways across the road. So at the same time, I don't think Old Middletown Road had a stop sign either. When they opened up Eurus, when Eurus added additional traffic, or the Blue Hill Complex, they put that, the town board decided to put the stop sign on Old Middletown because it was a big conflict of trying to get up the hill and make a turn.
I think my mom ran that 10 times before she realized she put a stop sign there.
Now, how long do they leave it up there for the temporary? Is it Barry or is it
6 months.
6 months?
That's why it's
I just
here.
think people need to get used to it.
We actually put signs up 2 weeks in advance before the signs went up.
Right.
We had a message board because we realized that.
Do you know there's a whole Facebook discussion about it? People loved it, people hated it, who was this? It was hysterical to a stop sign. That's when I was like, they could fight about anything on Facebook.
I use it all the time. It doesn't bother me.
No.
I think it's
I actually
safer.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make a left
I
on
think it's
Lockwood.
I think we should get used to it. But
That, part of the conversation when they recommended that also was make it a three-way stop, but because we did have Brooker Engineering review the turn, their recommendation was do not do that because it would back traffic all the way up to, out to South
Right.
Middletown
You'd
Road.
be hitting people on.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's
I'd
why
like-
it's a
I'd
two-way.
like to see it stay through the winter, because that's the same issue I had. I think that in the winter on that hill, if you have cars backing up and stopping, it's going to be tough.
No, we keep it much better now than before.
Well, that's before you get out.
I mean, come,
We're out really early. We actually do Bryan way
Before
early.
the bus.
there you go.
In those days, really, the buses ran chains. And if they didn't have their chains on, they couldn't get up, they couldn't get around that turn. Now everybody has snow tires. So. Does that help?
Yeah.
Chief?
That's, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there was just a lot of confusion on there, like who's supposed to stop and not stop, and if you
Right.
came up to
Right,
make the
before.
right,
It was
those
wacky.
people who were supposed to stop didn't know it was no to stop, and it was like,
Yeah.
so I think it's working, in my opinion.
I concur.
Chief wants
Yeah, sure.
I think by state law, you have to stop, because you're leaving Orangeburg Road to go into Old Middletown. And by not having a stop sign there, people think they have a right of way, when by state law, you have no right of way. When you're leaving at a T, you're leaving a street that you're on. So the cars that, if you don't have a stop sign or anything there, technically then the cars coming up Orangeburg Road
Right.
can make a left.
That's right,
Stop.
and another car, right.
And what happens. So I think by law, no matter what, you have to stop whether there's a stop sign there or not. So I think the stop sign actually reminds people that you have to stop. Especially being that there's a stop sign on Old Middletown Road.
Right. Okay, so any other comment? No? So I get a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion.
Tom Dimony, second. Jerry Vitari, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we have a motion to name the town board lead agency and determine that the action is type 2 pursuant to secra, so it does not have a significant adverse impact, and therefore no further action is required. Motion?
Moved.
Tom Dimony, second. Paul Valentine, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so adopt a local law amending town to make the stop sign permanent, at least for now. Motion?
Moved.
Tom Dimony,
I'll second.
Paul Valentine, all in favor?
Aye.
I really should have been, I'm the one who referred it to the traffic advisory board. Okay, number 7, appoint Joseph O'Loughlin to a member of the Blue Hill Golf Course Committee. Motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Appoint Eve Millard to the member of the Orangetown Environmental Committee. Jerry move. I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Appoint Susan O'Reilly to the member of the Orangetown Environmental Committee.
Move.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
You know, I am an active member on the Environmental Committee, just saying.
That's right here.
Okay. Number 10, set a public hearing for June 22nd at 7:05 to opt out of the adult use cannabis marijuana retail dispensers and on-site consumption sites. Motion? Tom, second.
I'll second.
Paul, all in favor?
Aye.
Number 11, set a public hearing date of July 13th on the performance standard.
Yep.
Jerry moved.
I'll second.
Paul, second. All in favor?
Aye.
It's not, you know what, Dennis is not here, it's not balanced. I used to be able to do each, but it's not balanced now. Okay, number 12, a declaration of lead agency pursuant to secra on the performance standards local law.
Moved.
Tom moved, second.
Yep.
Paul, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Number 13, accept the petition for the reserve at Pearl River Pack Zone change on Veterans Memorial Drive. Get motion?
Yep.
Tom, Jerry, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Set a public hearing date of July 13th. Proposed zone change for BNE Real Estate Group, the reserve at Pearl River, again, located on Veterans Parkway Drive. Motion? Paul, second, Tom, all in favor?
Aye.
Approve surplus IT equipment. Motion? Jerry Vittori, move. I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Approve and authorize town attorney to sign settlement documents related to the tax certiorari proceeding of Dominic Pilla.
South Orangetown School. All right.
Yeah.
All right, moved.
Okay, so I have two movers. I got Paul moved it, Tom second. All in favor? Aye.
You gotta step up.
Jerry. He does more when he's sitting down below. Approval of 2021 certificate of sewer registration.
Yes.
Jerry moved. There he is. He picked a heavy one. Second, I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Approve the partial release of the Maloney subdivision cash bond. Motion?
Yep.
Jerry Batari, Second. Tom Divany, all in favor?
Aye.
Approve the supervisor to sign and execute a restrictive covenant for 800 Bradley Hill Road in Blauvelt. Motion? Paul, second. Jerry, all in favor?
Aye.
Approve lend assistance to the 2021 Tapan Memorial Day ceremony. Oh, that's, I thought that was, okay. Tom moved, second. Paul Valentine, all in favor?
Aye.
So that doesn't say parade, I'm not sure. Approve a material purchase and change order for the Homes for Heroes Green Infrastructure Project.
Yep.
Jerry Batari, move, second. Paul Valentine, all in favor?
Aye.
Accept the memorial bench donation at Veterans Memorial Park in loving memory of Winifred Duffy. Paul Valentine, move.
Yep.
Jerry Batari, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Next, the memorial bench donation for Blue Hill Golf Course in memory of John Hickey. It is great to be out here. Motion? Paul, move. Second. Tom Divany, all in favor?
Aye.
Award a bid to the day camp busing to Chestnut Ridge Transportation.
Yep.
Jerry, move. I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Award the bid to the annual roof maintenance and repair to Hayden Building Maintenance. Paul made a motion.
Second.
Tom Divany, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Approve lend assistance to the Solace 5K Walk on June 12th. Motion. Paul make a motion.
Yep.
Jerry second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Approve lend assistance to the 2021 Spark Hill Memorial Day Parade.
Yep.
Jerry moved it. He just says yep.
He's like the guy from Storage Wars, the guy Dave Hester.
Jerry,
Yep.
yep. Okay, second. Paul Valentine, all in favor? Aye. Approve lend assistance to the 2021 Palisades Memorial Day Parade, May 31st.
Yep.
Paul Valentine, second. Tom Divany, all in favor?
Aye.
And the audit. Yep.
Here's your face. Who's the guy? Dave Hester. Middle name is Batari.
Okay, tonight's audit consists of 2 warrants for a total of $753,000. The first warrant had 6 vouchers for $274,000. Items of interest, number 1, Fear Clinch McCartney and Nugent, $205,000 for a legal judgment. Number 2, JP Morgan Equipment Finance, $53,000 for the energy performance contract. Second warrant had 171 vouchers for $479,000. Items of interest, number 1, A&J Construction, $14,000 for the painting in Town Hall. Number 3, Capasso, $74,000 for recycling. Number 6, DeLagie Landon, $15,000 for the Blue Hill golf cart leases. Number 8, Global Mantello, $16,000 for fuel. Number 13, Seal Coat USA, $68,000 for highway coatings. That's bonded money. Number 15, Sprague, $21,000 for fuel. And number 16, Tilcon, $49,000 for highway materials. Any questions on the audit?
Okay, so can I get a motion to accept the audit? Paul, second. Jerry, all in favor? Aye. Okay.
Back down in front.
I know, we're going to put you back in the kids' table if you keep it up. Okay, so we're going to go into executive session again. We're not going to vote on anything when we come out, and is it true we have no adjournments? Wow, it's the first time in a long time, so it's a good sign. Okay, so can I get a motion to go into executive session?
Moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Did you say something, Rob?
And adjourn the meeting.
And adjourn the meeting, yeah. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.